Let's crochet a beautiful lacy pattern in a 2-row repeat. This is a beautiful pattern that you can make in a 4-row setup and then just repeating 2 rows that hooks up quite nicely. This is called the tipped blocks pattern, and we're making it in our lacy placemat. You can also make it into a runner, a shawl, a tablecloth, whatever you like. It's just beautiful and it's real easy with just 2-row repeat. Join us today on GoodKnit Kisses and we'll crochet the stitch pattern together.
Welcome to GoodKnit Kisses. We're all about helping you stitch your love and love your stitches.
To get the pattern down on our blog, click on the link in the video description below. We'll also have a right and left-handed video tutorial, so click down there for the link to it as well. We'll also have on the blog listed our yarn and our hook that we're using here in this tutorial. You can just use any yarn you like and pick the hook. I actually jumped up one more hook size from the recommended yarn just because it's a lace and it's okay to have it a little bit looser. So go there for recommendations down in the links below. All right, grab your supplies and we'll begin on row 1. Please note that terminologies in this video are in American Standard Crochet terms, not in the UK, so just keep that in mind as you're going through the pattern. Our pattern is in multiples of 8 plus 4, so you want to chain in multiples of 8 for the width of your project. Let's say like in this placemat here, you're going to chain the width that you'd like here in multiples of 8 and then add 4. So in mine, I'm just going to do 4 of these multiples here, and so I'm going to chain a multiple of 8 and add 4. In this case, it's going to be a chain of 36 in this example, so you could do that with me here and then make it larger on your own if you like. So go ahead and we'll begin. Make your slip knot. I just make mine by wrapping around my finger twice. Take the back loop over the front and over one more time to make our chain and slip that on your hook. And if you need beginning tutorials on how to do some of these stitches that are found in here, like the single crochet and double crochet, we will have those down in the links in the video description below. Okay, so we're going to begin by chaining 36. So we're going to yarn over and chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's my first multiple, and you can keep chaining that multiple until you reach that width that you'd like, and then add on 4 more. So I'm going to continue chaining on. Go ahead and pause your video. I'll meet you at the right point for you. We'll see you in a moment. Okay, so on row 1, we're going to be single crocheting throughout this chain, and only on the first row do I recommend going through only one of the loops. So we're going to go into the second chain from the hook and single crochet. So this is the first chain, and here's the second. So we're going to go in just through that top loop there, and yarn over, pull up that loop, yarn over and pull through both loops for 1 single crochet. Let's do that again. We're going to go through the next loop here, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. So you're going to continue all the way down until you have single crochets all the way across. Pause your video and I will meet you there. And if you're wondering why I'm only going through the top loop, it's because it gives a nice finish on the bottom and you have 2 loops at the very bottom. I just like to do this on the foundation row. Okay, some people will go through 2 loops at the top, and that's okay. It just has kind of a thin look at the bottom, and I like to have it look a little bit more finished out. All right, pause your video. I will see you at the end of row 1. See you soon. All right, we're at the end of row 1, and we have 1 more single crochet left, and that's going to be in that very last chain. Go ahead and go in there and make that. And when you're complete, you're going to want to chain 3. Chain 1, 2, 3, and that is actually going to count as a double crochet on the next row. Go ahead and turn. And we are now on the right side of row 2. So row 2 is going to be the right side. All your even rows are the quote right side. And we're going to be working our first shell and using a treble or triple crochet stitch in this row. first we're going to begin with 2 double crochets. So it's going to look like you have 3 double crochets at the beginning and end of this row. The first one is this one here coming out of this single crochet at the bottom. So we're going to yarn over and double crochet in the next 2 single crochets. So this very next one, yarn over and pull up a loop and double crochet by yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. I'll go through that a little slower. So yarn over, go into the next single crochet. You're going into both of these stitches in this V-shaped stitch up at the top. So let's see, yarn over, go through those stitches, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. All right, so now we're going to skip the next 2 single crochet, 1, 2. We're going to go into this one here and make our first shell. So to make a shell, we're going to yarn over once, yarn over twice, and we're going to triple crochet or treble crochet into this 3rd stitch over. So go through that stitch, pull up a loop. All right, now we're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the next 2 loops. All right, you have 1 loop on your hook and you've made this stem. Okay, so this treble crochet. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's going to count as a double crochet. It's the very first part of our cluster or shell that we're doing here. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to make 3 double crochets around this stem or this vertical part of your stitch. So we're going to go into this hole here, go around that stem, draw up a loop, and we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, just like a double crochet. We're going to repeat that 2 more times, yarn over, go around that stem, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, 1 more time, yarn over, go around, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and you have just made your very first shell. Okay, just like that. So we're going to skip the next 2 stitches and we're going to double crochet or DC in the next 3 single crochets. And we're going to repeat this same pattern across. So go ahead, yarn over, we're skipping the next 2 and we're going to go into this one here. So we're going to pull up a loop and double crochet and yarn over, double crochet in the next stitch. It's the 2nd double crochet and a 3rd double crochet. And there we go. We're going to repeat. We're going to skip the next 2 stitches and we're going to make a shell, skip 2 more and make 3 double crochets. So we're going to be doing this part over and over and over until the end of the row. So let's go ahead and do another one of these repeats and then you'll continue on. All right, so let's go ahead and make a shell. We're going to yarn over twice, skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, go into this one here, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to make 3 double crochet around this stem, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, again, yarn over, double crochet around that stem. Okay, I have 2, and now I'm going to do the 3rd one, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now we have 4 double crochets, 3 of them around, and then this 4th one is the beginning part here. And now we want to double crochet after skipping 2 in the next 3. So we skip 1, 2, and we're going to double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, we're on number 2, and 3, and that gets repeated. So you're going to continue on with making your shells and then your 3 double crochets. Make sure to skip those single crochets in between, and you're going to repeat that till the very end, and I'll meet you back for those last 3 and how to end the row. Pause your video and I will see you there. All right, I am ready for my 3rd double crochet at the end of this row. And I'm going to go through the last 2 loops here, this last stitch actually. Pull up a loop, double crochet. Okay, so this was a right side row, so I'm going to go ahead and take a stitch marker. It's just a locking one, and marking the right side so you can see. We're going to have a 2-row repeat. We're going to be repeating rows 3 and 4 for our 2-row repeat, so we'll do that now. So go ahead and finish out this row with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and turn. And now we're ready to start our row 3. I'm going to double crochet in the next 2 double crochets. So they're just going to line up with what we have down below. Our first chains count as the first one, and then we're going to go in the top of these next 2. So go ahead and double crochet there. And there's the second one for a total of 3 at the edge here. And now we begin our repeated section. We're going to chain twice. 1, 2, and we're going to single crochet in the top of the chain 3 of the next shell. So here's our very first shell here. We're going to single crochet in the top of this one. So go through that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both stitches to single crochet there. And now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and double crochet in the next 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, all 3 here. So yarn over and go through those. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet. And now we're going to repeat our asterisk, which is chain 2, single crochet in the top of this chain right here. And that's that shell. Go ahead and complete that. Chain 2 and double crochet in the top of these double crochets. And that's it. So you're going to continue that all the way until the end, and then you'll chain 3 to complete row 3. So I will meet you at the end of this row, and we'll begin row 4 together. Don't forget to chain twice in between these little sections that you're making. Just a single crochet at the top of that, and chain twice, and begin your 3 double crochets. All right, pause your video, work on it till the end, and I will see you there. All right, the end of row 3, go ahead and yarn over, and you're going to go in the top of this chain here. And double crochet for that 3rd one. All right, so now we want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And now we begin row 4. We're back on the right side over here. We want to double crochet in the next 2 double crochets, just like here before, lining those up. So 2 double crochets. And then now we have our repeated section, and we're going to start with a shell in the next single crochet. So your next single crochet is right along top of that other shell, so it's going to come right here. So you don't have to worry about looking where to skip, you just go directly. So to begin our shell, we're going to treble crochet. So we yarn over twice on our hook, go through that single, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to double crochet on this stem, or also called a vertical post here. We're going to yarn over and double crochet around those 3 times. That's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we have our shell, and then we want to double crochet in the next 3 double crochets. So we just go straight over. I'll make sure to yarn over and double crochet. That's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then we're going to repeat across. So you're simply just making a shell, in that single crochet, and then you're making a double crochet in the next 3. So there's no chains in between. It's pretty straightforward, and just continue working on that until the end, and then you'll chain 3 to end row 4. So pause your video, I'll meet you back up for that, and we'll go through the rows 3 and 4, repeat one more time. All right, your row should look like this, and I'm on my very last stitch. Again, I have the chain at the end, so I need to go straight into there, and whoops, let's double crochet. Need a yarn over first, then go in, and we want to have 1 loop on the bottom, 2 loops on the top, pull up a loop, and yarn over, and yarn over. There we go. So now we have 3 double crochets at the end, and we're going to chain 3 to continue our repeat of rows 3 and 4. So on rows 4, you're going to be making the shells, and on rows 3, you're going to be just kind of firming up and making an extra height, and reinforcing the top with a single crochet. So keep repeating rows 3 and 4 until you have your desired length, but you will need to repeat row 3 again to have it not have this like stacked look here. Okay, so if you end up ending here, you want to repeat at least row 3. So we're going to go ahead and go through 3 and 4 one more time. And whenever you do finish a row, if let's say you wanted to finish your edge with this, you would just go ahead and pull through here before actually chaining. So let's go ahead and finish this row. Chain 1, 2, 3, turn it over, and this is a row 3. So we're going to double crochet in these next 2 stitches. Double crochet second time. All right, and so now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and single crochet in this chain space here. All right, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to add that height in by making our 3 double crochets, just following along top where those other ones are. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and begin again with a chain 2, 1, 2, single crochet at the top of that shell there. All right, continue repeating 1, 2 chains, 3 double crochets at the top of the other double crochets, and chain 2, 1, 2, and single crochet in there, 1, 2. All right, just keep going across. Pause your video. I'll meet the end of this row, and we'll begin the other repeat. Okay, so this is what the end of row 3 looks like, and the last stitch, don't forget to add in that very last double crochet into that chain. And we're just gonna go right in there. Oop. There we go. Okay, now we have our 3 double crochet, and if you did want to go ahead and end after repeating those rows 3 and 4, finish with a row 3, and then you would just cut your yarn and pull through and weave in your tail to finish it out and have it nice and flat and straight. And if you want to continue this pattern on, of course, continue repeating with row 4. So in order to do that, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn for your shell row. So make your 2 more DC, double crochet, 1 and 2. All right, and then you make your shell. Make your treble, wrapping over twice, go into that single crochet, pull the loop, yarn over once, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and make your 3 double crochet around your stem. 1, 2, and 3. and then get your next 3 double crochet in. No chains in between these, and that's it. Well, I hope that has helped you today. I hope you enjoy making this lacy stitch. This is my pattern over here. If you want to get the placemat pattern, we'll have the link down below, and we will be having more patterns come along with it, but this is the main stitch pattern here at GoodKnit Kisses. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, and happy crochet.
Thanks for joining us today, where we help you stitch your love and love your stitches. See you again soon.